in the wintertime, it gets windy, it's cold, it snows here. Some people don't like that, right? For me, I love the snow. When it gets windy, I tend to stay inside. It comes up on you pretty quick. You always have to make sure, I get a big old shout out here, sorry, distracted me. You always want to make sure that when it's cold and windy, you dress for the occasion. And if you dress for the occasion, then you're fine, right? However, that does typically tend to push some people out. Obviously it should, right? I have family who lives in Arizona. They love the 110-degree heat. I do not. That's why I don't live there. That is going to be your best contributing factor, is your weather climate. Now, your second contributing factor, and it's going to be something that if you don't live in Cheyenne and you're looking to move here, you should definitely check out: economic opportunities. And what I mean by that is job opportunities, and jobs mainly in, and it could be all over, right? We don't have big industrial plants here. We don't have big Amazon warehouses here. I think we're getting a big Microsoft center, I believe, and we're getting a meat packaging plant just north of here in Wheatland. But again, your job and your economic opportunities are going to be smaller than, say, your Denver markets, say your Fort Collins, your New Yorks, your bigger. I just use Denver and Fort Collins because they're close by. However, you can go get a job in Fort Collins and still live in Cheyenne. It's not that bad of a drive. We can get there in 45 minutes. They just redid I-25. It's an easy drive to get there. However, in the wintertime, sometimes roads get closed. Sometimes there's blowing snow. Trucks tip over, close down the road, things of that nature. That's an underrated fact, by the way. When you live here, trucks blowing over and closing down I-25 happens a lot more often than you probably think. And it's 25 because that runs north and south. You get one every once in a while on I-80, but when you're running north and south, that wind hits you from this side and it topples those trucks.